got very good arms.
He didn't fall? Inconceivable.
The Princess Bride plays on the TV, slightly grainy. It's only 9:30 p.m., but I am already tired. Yawning, I lie down on the couch, struggling to keep my eyes open. Before I know it, I drift off to sleep. There's a crackling in my ear. I woke up in the kitchen, standing by a woman. I seem to be a kid again, maybe 8 years old. As my eyes adjusted to the new lighting, there was a strange figure in front of me. It looked like a woman, but it was hard to distinguish details. Her hand was a matte-off white, bony, and unnatural. The ragged cloak she wore was the deepest of black, and it seemed to absorb any hint of warmth out of the room. Her face was indistinguishable and seemed to repel my gaze. I could hear a faint buzzing in the background, but it's not loud enough for me to focus on it, so I focused on the mysterious woman. She was gesturing to our kitchen sink, the single bulb above her being the only source of light. Not even the moon could penetrate this oppressing darkness that seemed to cloud the house. I knew it was supposed to be my house, but it's still different. Not a single piece of furniture could be found. All of the rooms were empty. I somehow knew it. There was someone behind me. It's my brother. He starts to yawn and tells the woman he is tired. Panic surges through me. I don't know why, but I don't want whatever is about to happen next. By the time I looked back at the lady, I could only see her for a second before I start falling into darkness. I suddenly jerk up into a sitting position. My brother is asleep next to me. I am okay. The air is cold, the ground hard. It's the basement of my house. It's the same as the basement I knew of, with the concrete floor, the wooden beams, insulation, foil, pipes, all on display in the ceiling and walls. But there weren't any boxes. The desk my dad works at isn't there. All of the clutter was gone too. There was just a singular light bulb hanging on a string above us. I don't know how my brother's asleep next to me. The pillows we had were the thickness of a children's book and had the firmness of one too. The blankets we were given were more like hospital sheets, thin and cold. I am compelled upward. There's a weird crackling in my ear that I can't seem to get rid of, but my mind is focused on something else. Standing up, I start slowly walking to the staircase. It was like walking through thick syrup. My legs heavy and hard to move. Sensing that I needed to be quiet, I crawl my way up the stairs, stopping at the closed door. There was a dirty white towel shoved under the gap between the bottom of the door and the floor. My hands seemed to act on their own, rising up in slow motion and gripping the towel. I start to pull, trying to tug the towel out from under the door. The towel finally comes out from under the door and it swings open. Suddenly, I can't breathe. I know she's coming. I can't move. And the static is growing louder and increasing pressure trying to crush me. The woman that I first saw, she is there, in front of me. I can finally see her face, but I can't process it. It's constantly shifting, but the eyes, the horrible eyes, I can't look away. Pain flares up in my chest. It feels like I have been shot. It feels like there's a burning hole in my chest, trying to consume me. She slams the door, and I start falling down the seemingly endless stairs. I should have hit the bottom by now, but I am falling. I still can't breathe, and there is a fire in my chest. I can't close my eyes. What is happening? The towel slips out of my hands, fluttering up and away. I hit a jarring stop, crashing into the bottom of the stairs, suddenly numb. Everything is silent for a moment, and then the static fills my body. It's all static. I can't feel. There's nothing but static. My eyes are open, but all I can see is static. I'm losing consciousness, but the static is still there. All I can hear is static. The static is getting louder. Oh, God. The static. Make it stop. I jerk awake. My heart is pumping, trying its best to force its way out of my chest. The world is blurry. Rubbing my eyes, I look around, still visibly shaken. The TV is on next to me. Nothing but static on the screen. I must have fallen asleep while watching the movie. I swing my legs off the side of the couch, rubbing the heels of my palms into my eyes. That was an awful nightmare. I can't seem to remember the details, however. What happened? Glancing warily at the TV, I quickly change to the news and take out the tape. I didn't want to be in the dark, and for some reason, the static, it was bothering me.